Hey, what's up, guys? I'm in the chat with you as we speak on the Bigfoot Blog Talker Radio. And boy, sorry about that sound quality. It didn't come out as prominent on my side as it did when I'm listening to it now. So that's my fault. No, it's not my fault. It's whoever that person was who, for whatever reason, didn't turn off their radio when they called into the show. And Marco Bill didn't catch it. Big shout out to Marco Bill as well. God rest him. He's a great dude. He was kind of he kind of didn't like me at first because I represented the evolution of what he helped to start. You know, and a lot of it was a lot of passive aggressiveness at the very beginning because, you know, I'm the new guy, this podcaster who, at the time, I had the biggest show on YouTube, or one of the biggest shows on YouTube. For cryptids and whatnot, anything and everything supernatural, paranormal. So once about 6 months rolled through and he said, all right, well, this kid's all right. You know, he really started warming up to me, but he'll be missed. He was a great guy, brother in the faith, one of the shows, and he didn't really delineate from what was being spoken about, or he was old school professional. And I was a new school savage, so I had a lot of fun on those shows. Suffice it to say, it wasn't fun enough to draw everyone's attention from the 40,000 some odd subscribers to that show, but it is what it is.
But whatever it is, okay?
A lot of people don't remember Tom Biscardi, the controversial hoax of Bigfoot. It wasn't him that perpetuated that.
This is as real as you're standing right where you are, sir.
It was another gentleman, and he was actually flim-flammed out about 10K, 10 large.
Turns out this Bigfoot was just a rubber gorilla suit. These two men from Georgia claimed they found the corpse of a Sasquatch in the woods.
When we discovered it, I waited with it. Rick went back and got some help and got a truck, and we moved it out of there.
And their proof, these two photos.
4 hours.
Enough for Tom Biscardi, the head of a Bigfoot search team.
What I touched, what I felt, what I prodded was not a mask that was sewn on a bear hide.
The men say they stuffed the Bigfoot carcass in a freezer and, for an undisclosed amount, handed over the frozen creature.
I would have been mad about it. But it is what it is.
But whatever it is, okay?
So I want to take this opportunity, since y'all were kind enough, at least a handful of y'all were kind enough to go and listen to that show, to run over some of my footage with you. Because why not, right? Of course, I have been digging deep in the old hard drive and pulled up some very interesting things. Firstly, though, I'd like to look at one of my favorites. It's a little snippet from a film. One of the first I actually shot in the area. This is way back in 2015, I believe. And it's been stabilized to the umpteenth degree. Because, as you know, or maybe you don't, as you're about to find out, there are a lot of electromagnetic anomalies in many of these areas where you'll find Bigfoot. Especially in the South for some reason. I'm sure they exist in Washington and Oregon as well. I just haven't had a chance to really do a deep dive in conversation with anybody who's researched there or gone there myself, unfortunately. One day. So, let's take a look at this juvie footage. We're going to take a few looks at the teenager. See, I've slowed this down a little bit and stabilized it some more. This was shot with a 720p, I believe, or maybe a 1080p. It was a high def camera, but it was one of the cheaper ones. And when I got it back, it looked like VHS footage. Now, this was started down at the ground. What you're seeing is like, that looks like a devil right there. Man alive. But that's pointed down at the ground, and it's zoomed in. So when the camera lifts up, it hit it right in the face. Here it is, slowed down a little bit again. He's an ugly son of a gun, isn't he? Look at him chewing. Looks like he's mouthing too. Now I'll put a little color, like a little paint on here to kind of show depth, like you can see a little bit more of where what is as far as the trees and whatnot. And if you look, that nest, like it has the sticks going down, it looks like a teepee. This next bit right here is going to be slowed down, I think 25%. And I did a little bit more adjusting to the color and the contrast. I mean, it just, there's only so much you can do with it, but the crazy electromagnetic interference in this small clip is madness. And this didn't happen a lot, but this thing was out there prevalent. Of course, this is my favorite piece of footage, as you can tell. Obvious brow ridge, nose, mouth chewing something. The glue magoo.
No problem. But what you're going to have to do is come across with the glue magoo, okay?
Thank you all for watching the first edition of The Early Show with Dee Doss. If you would be so kind as to give us a thumbs up, it helps this video get shared, helps the channel grow, and all that beautiful stuff. Make sure you hit subscribe, and when you subscribe, hit the bell so you can stay up on all the new content on this channel. God bless, and I'll see you next time.